Y'all can hear me. I'm having a little lunch by myself, taking myself out on a lunch date. And I was watching DJ Richie Sky. Prior to that, I was watching Jamie That's Me. Prior to that, I was watching Giving the Real Tea with Terrence. Hey, friend. And I just wanted to talk and jump all over the place about some topics that's been going on. Okay. You know I like to keep it light. I like to add some laughter, some levity if we can, because life be lifing. Y'all, my life be lifing. Okay? It definitely be lifing. And with all that, I'm just going to talk to y'all, but I'm going to jump all over the place because kind of how my mind operates, and hopefully, y'all can make some sense of me and the way my mind works. First off, I was just like a lot of you. I was tuned in to the whole Monique and Shannon Sharp Club Chiiilllle interview. It was extremely informative. I'm a huge Monique fan, okay? After that, then we had people coming out with all kinds of slick stuff they wanted to say I did not respect, nor did I want to hear from D.L. Hughley. About Monique, I just felt like, sir, let me just put this disclaimer out. I am not going after Monique. I am not saying anything against Monique as a person too much, because I just want to give her I have compassion for her, and I have some sympathy, but there are a few things that I do want to share about that whole situation. Okay, I think I've shared with some of you, I was a young mother too, and in a lot of ways me and my children grew up together. With that being said, I had so much practice taking care of children that by the time I got pregnant with my son and had my kid, I was in the 11th grade in high school. Let me tell you what, I was definitely a good mom. Even at that age, it was just something that came natural to me. The nurturing of him, of my son, to take care of him. I wasn't flighty or flaky in any way concerning my baby. As a matter of fact, I can remember this so funny. I was going back to high school, you know. I was in 11th grade, so I had to finish out my senior year. And I was breastfeeding. My mom and I had this huge argument because she wanted me to stop because she was going to watch my son and she didn't want him to be an old titty baby and attached to me that way. And part of her was just crazy about my baby, and she just wanted him too. So she didn't want him to be a old titty sucking baby who was just super attached to his mom and was going to give her a hard time. So I was good as a young mom. Not everybody is, and it's hard. I had to give up a lot. I was so lucky though, because when I went back to school, it was like nothing had stopped. I was on homecoming from 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. Who does that with a big old belly? I did. And 12th grade. I made it every single year. Now, that's a testament of the kind of student I was and the kind of person I was, I know. But I'm just saying, it was about... But from the moment I became a mom and from the moment I had a son, it didn't matter that I was young. It didn't matter that I was a teenager. I was a mother. And he had to come first. He became my priority. And then, as if that wasn't enough, I had the nerve to get my ass married. Married in Florida. Wasn't even legal. Mama had to sign for me to marry that man. I have no business being nobody's wife. But that's another story. Ask me anything about it, I'll tell y'all. Just put the comments below. Ask me, I'll tell you. That was a hot ass mess. A hot dysfunctional mess that proved to be really, really detrimental. But I got out of it and I survived. I had my daughter, Kelly. And I'm married to this man and I'm young. And y'all, as I don't know what would have it, the fates, the universe, life, I became a foster mother too, to more children. And here I am, not even out of high school, with all these extra children. I can't make this shit up. It was too much for me. It was too much for me. That's another story. And I was actually given a baby to take care of. Mind you, I have my own small children, and I was given a drug-addicted baby. So here I am, a teenager with my own children, and I'm a foster mom to 2 other children and an infant, a 3-day-old infant. They gave me that baby at 3 days old. And I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to in any way hurt the family. It was my husband's, at that time husband, the ex-husband's family. And I don't want to say anything that will hurt those children. But yeah, and the baby had a syndrome called doll eyes, because the baby was addicted to crack. So it was extremely hard to deal with my very young baby, my son, my very young daughter, and a baby, and a newborn that was drug addicted. So it had all these withdrawals and had all these conditions. And I was a teenager. In the manuscript, one day I'm going to release it so you all can because you just wouldn't believe what I've survived. But anyway, I couldn't handle it. I had to let those children go. It was extremely hard, but I had to do it for my own self-preservation, my mental self-preservation, and to be a mother to the children that I had given birth to. And even with that, my children were always my priority. Guess what? I wasn't perfect. I was damaged. I had trauma. I had stuff that had happened to me that I didn't even know was impacting me the way it was. So I had to make a lot of changes. And I made a lot of mistakes in the process. So with that being said, I feel sorry for Monique, but your children are still your first and foremost priority. Now, you can't really do that, and you can't mother efficiently and properly if you're broken. And I understand that. So with all the therapy and the way she talks, and I don't even care about the whole Tyler Perry and Oprah stuff. I do care because I felt like they did her wrong. Get that damn woman her money. Pay her what she's worth because she's truly a talent. Stop lowballing and trying to get her to work for free. That's just it on that. Oprah, you got too much damn money to be trying to lowball another black woman. That's disgusting to me. If that's what happened, I find that gross. And I look at her differently now. Seriously. Tyler, I don't even know what your deal is, but if you co-sign that bullshit, you're dead ass wrong. My opinion. Give that woman what she's worth. If she lost millions of dollars because of that Precious movie, she played that damn role, and she couldn't have played it that well without the trauma she been through. That's why she delivered it so well. But y'all need to give her money. Fix it. I came out. 2 things hit me. Boy, what a handsome young man. Monique has a handsome son. Number 2, money well spent, Monique. You sent that baby to the finest schools because that baby is brilliant. I have not heard anybody articulate thoughts and present that well in a very long time. I understood everything he was saying. And I don't know why nobody else didn't understand. He wasn't saying that his mother didn't take care of him financially. He said she didn't take care of him in the ways that he actually also needed. And so many of us forget that. We forget that we are not there mentally. We're not there emotionally. And we feel the only damn thing we have to be there for is, I took care of you. I put a roof over your head. I fed you. I bought you this. I put you in that. No, ma'am. No, sir. That is not all it takes to be a parent. It takes so much more. It's just lack. We just are lacking in emotional intelligence. And we do not want to take accountability. Even as parents. Parents, we are not always right. Parents, we are not always right. One more time, parents, we are not always right. And sometimes you have to own it. And you have to put a name on it. You have to name it. You have to say it. And you have to apologize. And this isn't just for our children. This is just in family dynamics across the board. Some family members feel like just because you share DNA that they don't have to properly apologize for the bullshit they do to you. And that's wrong. It's the truth. And unfortunately, family members, moms, dads, sisters, and brothers are so freaking good at this They will do something to you. They will commit the most heinous infraction. They will do the most horrible shit to you. Cross a boundary, disrespect you, hurt you, and then blame you for it when you don't want to just quash it and get over the shit. And when you just stand your ground on the issue and you're not dealing with them or fucking with them anymore the way they're used to you, because you always take them back, or you always, go to their cookout, or you always be at their functions, when you stop. When you just stop and you're just like, I'm done. Then they want to say stuff like, can we just get past this? Sure. Because they don't want to truly accept responsibility for the bullshit that they've done. They don't want to accept it. They don't know how to apologize. And if they apologize, they tell a half-assed apology, which is what I call an apolo-lie. So if I know y'all know what an apolo-lie is, you've been on the receiving end of one before. It goes a little something like this. I'm sorry if you feel that way. I'm sorry if you feel offended by that. I'm sorry you took it that way. All that is bullshit. Those are apolo-lies. You don't mean it. You just want to get past it. You really just want to sweep the shit up under the rug. And the problem with stuff like that is it becomes so corrosive, or all that stuff that you're piling up under that rug becomes so damn big you can't get around it, you can't get over it. It's just there. And it's going to keep happening again until somebody inevitably blows the fuck up. And usually it's me. Because what I can't stand is bullshit. I will always say what I'm wrong for. I'm going to put a name on it. Because usually when I go that far and I say something crazy to you, I meant that shit. I meant it. I said it because guess what? I was there. I was there and I knew it would hurt you. I was there and I said it deliberately. Because that's just how I'm built. That's how I'm made. But when I'm on the receiving end of somebody hurting me and they give me an apolo-lie, I take real issue with that. Some tips on how you should apologize. When you're sorry, tell the person that you are sorry. Then name what you are sorry for. Not make excuses. Don't make excuses. Don't try to rationalize what you did. Okay? Tell them why you're sorry and why you did what you did. I'm sorry for this, and name it. Okay? Going forward, I know I was wrong. Going forward, I won't do that again. Because let me say this again to you now. An apology without change don't mean shit. If you're going to apologize, you're going to keep on doing the same behaviors over and over and over again, you don't mean it. Apolo-lie again. If you are truly contrite, if you are sorry about what you've done, then you don't do that again. Okay? So name what you've done. Own it. Take accountability for it. And move on. And sometimes there's some time that needs to pass. Sometimes there's some reparations that need to be made. Sometimes there's a level of atonement that needs to happen. I don't know. But don't go around issuing out apolo-lies, because that's some bullshit. Monique and Chiiille's ping pong tennis match go back and forth on these multiple videos just like y'all was. And my heart was breaking for both of them. For her as a mother, for him as a son. And I wish she would take some accountability. And I hope they can work it out. But I really wish in this situation that her husband, aka daddy, would shut the fuck up. Monique, you no longer need a manager in this situation. This is between you and your son. Actually, daddy has no place in this. Your son existed before him. And I don't give a damn if she knew him in high school or what their relationship was like before. Right now, this needs to be between our mother and her son. And I think if daddy would stop jumping into this situation, there may be some resolve. But I wish them both a lot of luck. Okay, that's just who I am. I'm one of those people, I'm pretty deep. I have deep thoughts, I have deep feelings. Don't play with neither one. Don't play on my top and don't insult my intelligence. If you dare do that, we'll have problems. I won't like and I won't respect you. Keep it 100 with me. Even if I don't like what you're saying, I'll respect it. Okay? As always, B-U-Y, B-U-Y. Buy something for yourself. Do something that makes you happy. Wear your fragrances. When you smell good, you feel good. Till next time.